Hey, are you a first-time home buyer? Well, guess what? There are a lot of mistakes that first-time home buyers make. I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, and I want you to make sure you avoid these 7 mistakes so that you can have a stress-free home buying experience. But if you're stopping by here for the first time, I'm Alexiou, your Bergen County Realtor. If you want to learn more about Bergen County, its towns, its schools, its fabulous lifestyles, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button below, and I will share all the details with you. So let's get into these 7 mistakes that I want you to avoid. So the first mistake is shopping for a house before you get a mortgage pre-approval. It's more fun to look at a home than it is to talk about finances, right? I agree. So that's what a lot of first-time home buyers do. They go out and visit properties before finding out how much they are able to borrow. And then guess what? They're disappointed when they discover that they're looking in the wrong price range. Or when they find the right home, they aren't able to make a serious offer. So please do me a favor and get a pre-qualification letter prior to house hunting. Now, number 2 is skipping a personal credit check. Checking your credit report will also give you a chance to identify and correct any mistakes and resolve any negative marks on your credit report. Now, you can also work on proving your credit scored if you have a low rate, or you'll find out what kind of loans you can have. You can certainly do this by checking your credit online without having this affect your credit score. You would be surprised what people don't know what's on their credit report. Now, your lender will check your credit report as a hard inquiry as part of the pre-approval process. So some home buyers may not see the need to do this, but do yourself a favor and check your credit score so that you know what loans you're eligible for, so that will help you make the best personal choice. Now, number 3 is saving for a down payment, just the down payment. Your down payment will account for most of your home saving goals, but that's not the only costs you need to consider. You will need to be responsible for closing costs. That's about 3% of the purchase price. And closing costs can include some of these expenses, such as a home inspection, attorney fees, loan origination fees, title insurance, homeowner's insurance, private mortgage insurance if you have a mortgage, property taxes, escrow fees. Now, these words might sound foreign to you, but you'll get to know what they are once you get your pre-approval. You're going to want to save money for your move-in plan also. This might be a couple of $100s that you put aside for professional movers. You may also want to install maybe a fence or get the house painted, or you might need new kitchen appliances, and you'll be able to estimate this once you choose a house, but anticipate these extra expenses up front from the beginning. Now, number 4 is assuming you need 20% down. Now, there's a common misconception in finance and real estate that you need 20% to put down to buy a house, but that's not true. A larger down payment, yes, that can give you a better rate, that can lower your monthly payment and increase your equity. So that's a great choice if you can afford that. Otherwise, you can buy a home with as little as 3% down, but you will also be paying private mortgage insurance. Now, there are different types of loans out there that vary with your credit score and down payment, and depends on their requirements. None of these start at 20%. So decide what down payment you can afford, and then you're going to talk to your lender, and they're going to help you base that on your financial goals and your budget. You don't want to devote all your savings to a down payment. Number 5 is underestimating the cost of home ownership. Now, after you buy a home, the monthly bills are going to come in, and this comes as a surprise if you're not ready. So a house payment should never cost more than 25% of your take-home pay. It's just not your mortgage payment that you have to worry about. You are going to have to pay the gas bill, the electrical bill, There's cable bill, there's taxes, homeowners insurance, maybe you have other bills. You're going to have all these things to take into consideration because the bank doesn't add these in when you're qualifying for a mortgage. So work with a realtor who can tell you how much the taxes are, and maybe they can help you with the insurance for a typical home that you're purchasing. Also, you're going to want to ask the seller for their utility bills for the past 12 months. You want to see how much it's going to cost to pay your bills for the summer and the winter months so that you can plan accordingly. Now, number 6 is making a decision without regulating your emotions. Buying your first home is such an emotional experience, and it's hard not to get excited over it, but it's also a very large investment that you should take rationally and consider your personal needs over wants as well as your finances. So you really want to create a list of needs, wants, so that you can judge the house and the community and how realistically it fits your lifestyle. You have to stick to your budget and talk this purchase over with either your realtor, family member, or someone else with additional perspective so that you're not going in over your head. And number 7 is choosing the wrong lender when it comes to picking a mortgage lender. You want to work with someone who talks with you and not at you. Many people neglect to build a relationship with their lender, and they put all their focus on finding the best real estate agent, but having the right lender is a crucial step in the home buying process. It's really important to work with the right lender because this is your largest monetary asset. You want someone who's going to educate you, guide you through the whole process, a good lender who has your best interest in mind and will give you multiple options to choose from for a down payment, a mortgage term, and other variables that go into purchasing a house. You do not want to deal with a lender that's not really taking the time to explain the nuances and the details of what it's going to take and what you're going to need at the closing. It's a lot of documents and a lot of paperwork, so you really do want to make sure you understand all the numbers, where they are, and how they work. This is your decision and something that you'll have to pay for. This is not an emotional decision. This is a business decision. So make sure you work with the right lender. Now, if you want to learn more about the home buying process from contract to closing, watch this next video here. Also, if you have any questions regarding any of the mistakes on this list that I just mentioned, and you would like my help, my contact information is below. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.